Do we ever leave the Lisbon?
Was in my fatherland, Portugal. And I went in Lisbon. There is sitting on top of the highest hill in Lisbon, which is impressive because Lisbon, like the rest of Portugal, is built on a vertical surface. There is a castle, Castelo de São Jorge, where there is an active archaeological site that tourists can go and watch. And because of the earthquake in 1755, there are layers. Modern, 1755, 15th century, 12th century, 6th century BCE civilizations that go all the way back to the Bronze Age.
Wow.
It's super
So cool.
On this castle there is a gate. And it's not in a rattlin.
We all have the same brain cell.
We all
Mirror.
This gate
Mirror.
is famous. It is called the Gate of Dom Martim Moniz. Because I need the words. Then I'll give it up. But the legend is, so Portugal was, the original capital of Portugal was in Coimbra, which is northern Portugal. And when Alfonso Henrique first claimed Portugal as a kingdom, Lisbon was not a part of it. Everyone thinks of Lisbon as Portugal, but it was added rather late, like a good 4 years later. And then the Algarve. It's a long time. If you understood what was happening in that time, places were changing hands every 3 months. 4 years later, they took Lisbon, and 7 years later, they took the rest of the Algarves. But in this battle, they had to fight this one castle where all of the Moors were there. And they had opened the gates to send their forces out to meet the Portuguese army. And this one Portuguese knight, Dom Martim Moniz, spurred his horse and stood in the gate so it could not close. And in one day they took the one castle that was considered to be pregnant in Portugal. This is a song about that. The warriors march together, this banner and this band. To the ocean we will drive the Moors and win us our own land. Dom Martim Moniz called out the destiny of man. Alfonso, our Lord and future King, is riding in the van. One man who is a legend, one man who leads us all. One man we proudly follow, will get us through that wall. Today we'll be victorious, the glory is our Lord, and we will ever follow the honor of his throne. The boys, they saw the army march, they failed to hold the line. They tried to flee behind their walls and close the doors in time. But Dom Martim put to the horse, ignore the foeman's sword. Today, my king, you will not fail, I give my solemn word. One man we are afraid of, one man the Moors did call. One man that we must stop at once, or they'll get through this wall. Today they'll be victorious, the glory there's a Lord, and we will ever follow the path that he has shown. But Dom Martim, he broke the ranks, rode through the foeman's line. If God above demands a soul, don't take the king's, take mine. And the fear was driven from his heart into the foeman's eyes. And as the gate it crushed in dead, Martim victorious cried, I'm a one man with a mission, one man who gives it all. I proudly make this sacrifice to get us through that wall. Today we'll be victorious, the king will stand alone, and we will ever follow the glory of his throne. The king then spoke of Dom Martim, his deeds are not in vain. For his death to have meaning, Dom use an example.